Interesting. Here's Colorado's Secretary of State, Jenna Griswold, reacting to this ruling. Jonathan.
Section 3 of the 14th Amendment has to apply to the presidency, because if not, it's a get-out-of-jail-free card. We can't have one office be able to do whatever they want when it comes to rebellion and then be able to be seated in office again.
You say what, Jonathan?
Well, it's a curious argument because it's not a get-out-of-free card, because there's laws governing insurrection and incitement, and notably, Trump was not charged with that. You had a very motivated special counsel in Jack Schmitt who hit Trump with anything he could, but he conspicuously left out incitement, insurrection, sedition, because he couldn't prove it, because the evidence is not there. So that only adds to the problems here. But the real issue for the Supreme Court is far more fundamental and frankly chilling. You know, this country is the most successful and stable constitutional system in history. Now, after 2 centuries of that, what these 4 justices have done was to introduce a destabilizing element in that system. And it's going to go to the Supreme Court. And this may be the ultimate challenge for Chief Justice Roberts. I don't have much question they will overturn this decision. But they should do it unanimously. They should do it in one voice. All 9. And not divide on this. It's too important not to speak as one.
Yeah, that is something to watch for. Meanwhile, we remember moments like this. Flashback to Joe Biden on Donald Trump. This was November 2022, Jonathan. Listen.
We just have to demonstrate that he will not take power if he does run, making sure he, under legitimate efforts of our Constitution, does not become the next president again.
I want to ask you how you interpreted that, while I also point out that in the wake of all this, in the minutes that followed this yesterday, the Supreme Court ruling in Colorado, the Trump campaign sent out a fundraising email on the matter, including a rolling breaking news chyron. Jonathan, final thoughts on all of that?
Well, the president's remarks really are troubling, because it sends that by any means message that will use any means possible to keep Trump out of office. No one is worth shredding the Constitution. What is being done here is dangerous. The path that was laid out by these 4 justices is a path we should not go down, and we should, as a united people, Democrats and Republicans, like the Democrats that dissented on this court, say enough. This is too far.
Jonathan Turley, it is always good to have